welcome man, welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, y'all recognize this center console, the big Dodge sign right there? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a four-door sedan Dodge Dart. Yes, love these little cars. Chrysler no longer make. They no longer in the four-door sedan business. It's small four-door sedans. Okay, yes, they still do the big body Chargers. Those are four doors, but they're not small four-door sedan. So the Dodge Dart, Chrysler 200, all those little cars are done and gone. Now, but guys, there's still a lot of them out on the road that will need some diagnostic and repair. And if you're an aspiring mechanic, that's where you come in at. Okay, even if you're a do-it-yourselfer, even if you own one and you tend to want to know and work on your own car, you're at the right place. This is the right channel. Okay, this car in for checking the light. All right, first thing first, guys, duplicate the problem. Yes, I can visually see that checking the light on. So by definition, I have technically duplicated the problem. He came in, the problem is my checking the light on. We couldn't get much out of him as far as what it's doing. Okay, sometimes checking the light can be on in the car and not have any symptoms, any problem, any physical problem. It could be running perfect with a check engine light on. Yes, that's highly possible. In fact, it happens. Okay, but the main concern is what triggered the check engine light on. What caused this check engine light on? And from gathering information and from listening to him speak with the writer, I overheard him saying it's a crank sensor problem. And guys, here we go with this. You know, some people may want to do their own or take it somewhere else. Here you go. I just got a crank sensor replaced. All right. We get that all the time. I just had it replaced, so what do you want me to tell you something different? No, you want the problem fixed properly. Okay, there may be certain places you go to get your car diagnosed and fixed properly, as opposed to places you go to simply try to save money and go the cheaper route. Nothing wrong with that, guys. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I've never been the one to criticize somebody for paying what they can afford. All they have, if that's all you got to do what you got to do, guys. So, I mean, now he's here. Now, what does that say about the money he just wasted at the other place? You know, it's a gamble. It's all a gamble. But here, when you come to me, I tend to think and want to believe this is your last stop. Okay, once it's out of my possession, your problem is either taken care of, or you know what it's going to take to take care of it. Which you gotta, because I'm in that position, I have to get paid one way or the other. So there's a thing called diagnostic checkout charge, and there's a thing called repairing the problem. All right, so you technically can go to a shop and pay for professional advice. You can take your car to a shop and actually pay the diagnostic time and leave. A lot of people do that. A lot of people basically want to know, because a lot of people don't have the scan tools that I may have. They want to know what's wrong with their car so they can go to Cousin Pookie. I have no problem with that. But all you have done by doing that is take the mechanic that diagnosed it out of the loop. Okay, he's not responsible for whatever happens once he give you the diagnostic. Now, you can make him responsible for what he diagnosed or what he recommend by merely paying him to do the job. Then he is solely responsible for everything. Okay, everything, guys. But keep in mind, that comes at a cost, a different cost. Okay, there's a diagnostic charge and there's the repair charge. Typically, if you purchase the repair charge, the diagnostic charge will be factored into the repair charge. So that's the best way I can explain that, guys. Technicians have to be paid for their knowledge. Okay, it's not always about tech using his hand, grab a wrench, or working on your car. Yes, that thing on the top of his head called a brain, always being utilized, guys, and it's very much needed to find out why a particular vehicle is not running the way it should. So I've been ranting too long. A lot of people don't like these rants, but I feel the need to tell you where I'm at, where I stand on the particular car I'm working on. All right, guys. Now what I'm gonna do is let this car in the air, see if I can get a visual of that crank sensor, okay? I need to see that crank sensor. By looking at the top, I can tell if it's OEM or aftermarket. Because, guys, that will play a major role in my estimate, in my diagnosis. I'm not using crappy crank sensors, okay? I have to upload it, but I have a video in the works. Top 3 parts you should not use aftermarket. Should only be OEM. And guys, I'm sorry, crank sensor is one of them. All right? Yes, crank sensor. But we'll talk about that later. For now, let's get this car in the air. I want to take a peek on the underbody and see what kind of crank sensor he have on here, guys. And we're going to go to the computer a little later, and we're going to finish this diagnosis, guys. You know what? Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys. Here we are again. I'm under the underbody of this Dart. Okay, now they said they replaced the crank sensor already. I know we got the P0335, and that's typically an indication of a problem with the crank sensor. Okay, so I'm trying to get a peek. I can't remember exactly where the crankshaft is located or where the crank sensor is located, but guys, I talk about this all the time. You can pretty much tell where a part live based off of what it does. Okay, so if a crank sensor's job is to report back to the controller the turn revolution of the flywheel, it has to be somewhere in the area of that flywheel. This cover is what really was messing me up, and I don't want to spend the time to take it off because they wanna know something fairly quick. So it must be up at top. It must be up top. In fact, is this a 9-speed transmission? This is ZF, so I can't even see that. ZF you typically can get to from under the bottom, guys. But again, he said he had it replaced already. I do not. I'm not sure what kind he put on it. He don't know. I don't even think he did it. He had somebody to do it. Or he was saying he got it done. You know, we get those customers that come in and say they want their car checked out. They fussing at us. They basically mad at the previous mechanic. Now, even though the previous mechanic may not have done anything wrong. So he basically frustrated at the world. Okay, he got a check engine light on. He got a code for a crank sensor. He got one put on. A week later, the check engine light is back on for a crank sensor problem. All right, so I don't know who he's mad at, but I know what I'm going to recommend, or I can't seem to get to the bottom of if it's a OEM crank sensor or a Joe Blow's crank sensor. Look, guys, y'all know I'm a big advocate of OEM parts, so I need to know these things, all right, because I will not put my name on such repairs. All right, now let me let the car back down. We're gonna go to the computer. We're gonna go to the computer. All right, guys, we are now at the computer, guys. This is a 2015 Dodge Dart. Oh my goodness, and look at all the yellow, guys. Yes, yellow is not good. That means trouble codes are stored in these perspective modules. Okay, he's concerned with his check engine light. Check engine light functions are typically in the PCM. Let's look inside the PCM, and what we will see on the DTCs are, yes, that's what he said. He said it came back, guys, P0335. Now, guys, I'm not sure what kind of sensor you put on. I really don't care. If I see this code and you got an aftermarket sensor on here, you're getting an estimate for a new sensor and whatever else I think you may need. Okay, my name is on the line with my diagnosis, and I aim to protect my image. Okay, I will not go off the crappy sensor you may have installed. Now, what I did recognize, guys, there is a flash update on this controller. Let's take a look at what that entails. Okay, alrighty. Shift improvements. Okay, this bulletin involved reprogram the PCM for the latest available software. Okay, yes, it applies to the Dart and the Chrysler 200. All right, customer may experience malfunction light on. Upon further investigation, the following DTC set in the memory. Okay, let's see if P0335 or something like that. Yes, guys, what do you know? Look at this. This is exactly what we're working on. 2015 with these sales codes. 2015 Dart. And look what we have here, guys. P0335. So basically, guys, this flash update will address this trouble code. So I will recommend we flash update his controller along with a new known OEM good part, guys. I can't do it like that. I have to, like I say, repair this with confidence. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm gonna recommend, guys. I don't know if we're gonna buy it. We'll find out, and when we do, I'll get back with you guys and let you know, so I can show you where exactly it's located. For now, this is a D45. This is a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's not the ZF9 speed. All right, guys. So that one's housed in the same area somewhere. I just gotta find it. All right. So guys, stay tuned. Part 2.